This is this is what if Kakarot was born with Super Saiyan. As you can see from this overwhelmingly great artwork, we see we see the Saiyan. We see Gine and Bardock breathing in heavily as they had just gotten done with the session of to show their love, their concentrated love within a white substance. Within that moment, Bardock's hair turned yellow as both of them closed their eyes, releasing at the same time. Around 9 months later, their son comes out of the womb. Yes, Mrs. Guinea, I shall, we shall test your son's power level. As then, they quickly place on a scouter. As their scouter reads 30,000. With a large power level of 30,000, Naruto Goku would be considered a protege. Excuse me. Alright, I just sensed what Kakarot's normal power level is. With a power level of 30,000, everyone looks around in shock as Naruto's power level continues to rise, as lightning begins to surge off of his body within the tank. With the massive amount of electricity passing through the tank quickly explodes. Boom! The explosion happens as energy is constantly being created, as the energy itself is formed into a ball. What? No. As Naruto? No, Goku is within a capsule. King Vegeta. What? There's a Saiyan born with the power level of 30,000. He is the son of Bardock. What? A low-class Saiyan having such a powerful son. Send him to Yardrat. No. Send him to Vampa with that other hooligan, Sayian. They'll have fun together once they die. The man laughs out loud as Kakarot exceeded him by 21,000, which brings him at a level of 19,000. And Kakarot's power level far surpassed that of most Saiyan elites. Being that the king is the strongest, he pretty much surpassed everyone. What is the meaning of this, Lord Vegeta? Sending my son off to Yardrat without giving me any confirmation? Bardock, he was an endangerment to our kind. As then, King Vegeta begins to laugh, pissing off Bardock, as Bardock powered up his energy to the maximum level, coming at a level of 20,000. Oh, even your boy surpasses you. Oh, guess what? I'm stronger, the man said, as then he charges up his power all the way to although as he then gets up and charges up all of his power, bringing himself to a level which shocked Bardock. 31,000, partially surpassing his son in power. You know, it's kind of scary. Your son being born with enough power to surpass me at full power. Imagine how much of a monster he would be if he grew up. Since knives and other weapons didn't work, he would got sent directly towards Vampa. With your friend's son, what was his name? Paragus? You shut the hell up. As then Bardock quickly shot towards Prince Vegeta. As then Prince Vegeta lifted up his leg, kicking Bardock in the stomach, making him bleed as he coughed up blood everywhere. You're weak. And for any other scum to rebel, I'll set you up as a statement. Royal decree, send every Saiyan within my kingdom. Send every Saiyan within my kingdom an invoice saying that the king wants to see them. King Vegeta said with a massive smirk on his face. Around 3 days later, every Saiyan within Vegeta's kingdom that was a Saiyan pretty much. Even the poor had arrived. Three days ago, this Saiyan rebelled against me. So, as a warning for all of you idiots, his death marks the day that you all know, no matter how strong you are, you stand no chance against me. As then, Bardock lifted up his leg and then slammed his leg into his shit, making Gine cry out no. What's this? Another Saiyan ready to die. As then they noticed something. A large light. As they noticed something. The sun is blocked and a massive amount of energy is flowing towards their planet. What is that? It's one of Frieza's death beams. One of the men says, as their planet is wiped out. Bampa. Kakarot lands on planet Vampa. Once the massive power level reaches the planet, Broly and Paragus walked out trying to find the power source. Once they find the power source, they're shocked to see a little boy on their planet. The space pod, the space pod's boy. And then they read for a power level. Seeing a power level of a mere 60,000. Then they quickly rush over as they study the capsule, as they then see a little boy within the capsule sleep. A boy having such a high power level, it even surpasses Broly's. I have a feeling that you and him are going to be the bestest of friends. 5 human years later. Goku and Broly are training. As Goku and Broly's potential is through the roof. That paired with their Zenkai that they get from each other and their drive to surpass one another, they have reached a power level. Well, Goku has reached a power level of 3 million. Or Broly, 3,025,000. Yeah, 3,025,000. This massive power level has alerted Frieza, who has been sending scouts to investigate the planet. But an overwhelming aura shrouds the planet, keeping him from going there. It's definitely not a god. And it's definitely not a mortal, since all mortals of this race are far weaker than me. Possibly could be a god planet. Or maybe not. As this is the first time that Frieza would have to confirm his analysis with Beerus. Beerus' planet. Kakarot Kakarot lands. No, Frieza's ship lands on Beerus' planet. After the landing, Beerus gets up, feeling the arrival of Lord Beerus. I mean, Frieza. Then he walks outside. What do you want, foolish Emperor? Do you want to die already? No, Lord Beerus, Frieza says, clenching whatever he has, most likely teeth. There have been... There's a planet, Vampa, which has been unleashing a massive amount of energy. Inferior to my power, but surpasses everything of this universe. Oh, as he remembers 3 days earlier, as he remembers earlier, he was just told by the fish, the oracle fish, that there might be a being who will become his rival. The legendary Super Saiyan God. Oh! Oh! Whoever you're speaking of, they're most likely Sayian. But they're Saiyan God. Whis, as then Whis appeared by him. Yes, Lord Beerus. Take me to planet Bampa. As you wish, my lord. Planet Bampa. With Kakarot, Beerus' arrival. Kakarot feeling an immense power level shooting towards his planet. He quickly raises his hand into a position, as then his hair shoots up and turns gold. Kakarot powers up, with its power arriving at 150 million, while Broly reached 500 162,000 and 195 million, which completely surpassed Frieza's power level in of 2 million. As then, once Frieza arrived to the planet with Beerus, he felt inferior. These two sources of unmatched power in front of him. As the time went on, Kakarot's power skyrocketed to 200 million, while Broly's power skyrocketed to 250 million. As Super Saiyan seemingly violent force parried with their natural healing factor allowed them, which I don't know why this didn't happen in the original, but since Super Saiyan is destroying their body and they're constantly healing faster, it should give them Zenkai boost. With Broly's power level stopping at 250 million, while Goku's power level stopping at 200 million. As Frieza realized that they could easily beat him if they had tried. "Who are you two?" Beerus said, lifting up his hand. "I'm Saiyan Kakarot, and I'm Broly. Who are you?" "I am God, or you shall call me Lord Beerus." "I admit, both of you are strong for your age. As a matter of fact, you surpass Frieza in power." As then, Frieza dropped towards the ground with blood leaking out of his mouth. As Broly disappeared, as Broly's body flickered for a moment. Kakarot then began to unleash more of his energy. As just like in the picture, his hair completely turned golden. As this was beyond that of Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan 2's multiplier this was beyond Super Saiyan 2's multiplier of simple 100. This multiplier reached 200 in multiplying power, reaching that of Super Saiyan 3. As Naruto's hair then flickered black to black, but it stayed at 200. His power level stayed at 200 million. Then his hair then flickered back up. And I'm going to quickly do the math for that. Kakarot's power had hit 40 billion. As his power had surpassed Broly's completely. As then Broly began to power up himself. As his recent power level of 25 million reached as his former power level of 25 million had reached 40 billion, with their combined power 80 billion. Super Saiyan Blast! As the reason why his power skyrocketed is because he just charged up all of his power, unleashing it upon his body. With it ravishing his body at a massive rate, his power began to boost all the way up to 40 billion. That's what happened. Since the power transformation was so sudden, his body couldn't cope with that, making his power rise to 40 billion. Now with Broly, his power just naturally rise to 40 billion. Who are you? Whis. These two Saiyans appear to have potential. I'll transform them into monsters. And that's it in this video. They'll be They'll be Super Saiyan gods in no time. Train them, Whis. I want to challenge once I wake up. And that's it in this video.